How's it going, everyone? My name is DrapPep. Welcome back to another installment of this series. When I was a child, I watched a lot of scary movies, a lot of horror. And one movie that stood out the most to me is the movie Arachnophobia, which hilariously enough gave me arachnophobia. About spiders that kill people. Yeah, clearly that was going to mess me up a little bit. My parents would always tell me, "Oh, these movies aren't real. Don't worry. Oh, this is all fake." Then explain to me why mom's freaking out over the spiders also then. Clearly you're all lying to me and that there is something I should be afraid of spiders. Now granted there are things you should be scared of spiders about, but those are defense mechanisms for the most part. The whole venom, yeah, that's just a defense mechanism. They're not purposely trying to hurt you. Besides brown widows are mostly defending their territory, but they will come after you. They will. I don't like brown widows. But like there's a lot of spiders that get a bad rep. And there's some that deserve that rep. For the most part, I've seen a lot of people carry around venomous spiders like black widows. Like it's nothing. Like they're just like, oh, she's so pretty. Look at her. And the Black Widow's just kind of relaxing. It's kind of the person who's holding the spider is not freaking out, so the Black Widow is not going to freak out. And I would never do that. You would never catch me hold a Black Widow. Never. There's this one time. I cannot remember the setting. I was too young to like understand what was Sunday school and what was uh, regular classes. But it was in a classroom environment, is all I can remember. And there was this adult. I'm pretty sure they were the teacher. Again, I was so young. A lot of this I'm not remembering. But they brought in a tarantula. And I think this was like shortly after watching Arachnophobia that I grew the fear of spiders. And so they were just like, who wants to pet this spider? And I was like, I'm good. I'm super solid. And they realized that my fear was starting to spread. That, if he's scared, then we should be scared, right? And so they were like, okay, well, everyone needs to at least touch the spider once. But didn't like that. Did not enjoy having to be forced to touch it. So they they had everyone stand in a line, and I am freaking out in line. I do not want to touch this arachnid. I don't want to touch it. And when it was finally my turn, I just kind of poked its leg, and all it did was it just moved it, right? It didn't do anything. It was just kind of chilling on the person's hand, and I just poked the leg very gently, and it just moved it back. Like I think the arachnid was more confused of what I was doing than freaking out. Like I was freaking out entirely, and this poor creature was just like, "All right, man, don't touch me." Like never do that again, please. Just go away if you could. And I'm just there like, okay, it's my turn. A little poke, and the spider like moved its leg back like I was an inconvenience to it. Like just don't come near me. And I I was like, is that good? I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's fine. And I just did not want to be anywhere near the arachnid. And to be honest, the way that it was acting, I don't think it wanted me near it also. I think if the person was to put that arachnid on the tarantula on my body, it would probably try to get away from me. It's not like it was doing anything for me to be scared. It was just the fact that it existed is why I was scared. By the way, my arachnophobia has gotten much better as an adult. I think now I would probably still be freaking out about the tarantula, but I would probably try to pet it a little better than I was when I was a child, who was scarred from a movie called Arachnophobia. There's spiders in my house that I just kind of leave alone. A lot of daddy long legs, a lot. And to this point, the daddy long legs has just gotten used to seeing me around all of the time, that even they're not scared of me anymore. And like every so often, they'll just kind of crawl over my body while I'm watching TV, and I'll just be unfazed by it. There's a few other species of arachnids in my house that I don't care. I see them all the time, and like I'll see that they're eating, some kind of fly or some kind of gnat, and I'll just be like, hey, you know what? You're doing your job. You go ahead and you keep doing that. And I'll just kind of leave them alone until, they go missing from the usual spot that they're supposed to be in. And then I start to panic. Then I start to worry. Okay, you left the designated spot that was meant for you. Where did you go? What's with this? The one spider that I'm not really afraid of anymore, completely, are the jumping spider. Because I don't know, there's something about their curiosity that makes me fascinated. And I've even had a few jumping spiders on my hand before. Like I'll be at the college when I was going to college, and there'd be like a little tiny jumping spider on the table, kind of freaking out a little bit of all the commotion. And I remember I took a binder and I put it next to the jumping spider, and it was like, I don't know, it was like as if it knew what I was trying to do. So it jumped onto the binder and was facing forward as I walked it outside. And the moment I took it to a bush, it jumped off the binder and into the bush. Like it just knew. It was like, okay, this person's going to get me out of here. Cool. I am cool with this. Get me out of here. But yeah, jumping spiders are no longer something I'm scared of. There's still like brown widows, mostly because I understand they're territorial. I was here first, all right? You cannot be territorial of a location I live in. Stop that. But like, I think it's the potential of what it can do that scares me the most still. That like, they're not really out to get me. They can't even eat me, right? They can defend themselves against me, but their hunger is not for me. If I was smaller than them, oh yeah, they would eat me. Oh yeah. If I was smaller than them. Now, praying mantises, however, deserve to be scared of. Like, they often attack things bigger than it. A lot of times, praying mantises try to eat things bigger than it. Praying mantises, even though they're not spiders, are monsters. They're insect monsters. Just spend a little bit of time researching praying mantises and you'll see what I mean. I've seen so many videos of praying mantises like attack cats. Sure, the cat was messing with the praying mantis, but it fought back. It did not stand down. It will fight. And I also like something to be scared of are like ticks, like the Lone Star tick. Oh my god, no, those are actually scary. Ticks are something to actually be afraid of. Like, I feel like spiders get a bad rep so often, when in reality, like, ticks exist. And those should be afraid of. Like, you should be scared of ticks. And I don't know. I just don't like ticks. Like, if I ever hear that, oh yeah, don't go into long grass, there's ticks in there. Congratulations, I'm never going over there. You've successfully diverted me permanently from that location. I'm never going into there. If you told me there was like spiders in the attic, like I'll go in there for like a second to like, if you had like a train model set in your attic, I don't know why you'd put it in the attic. But if you did, and you're like, oh, but it's really cool, you gotta come see it. All right, yeah. Oh, be careful though. There's like a lot of spiders up there. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll be up there for like maybe a couple of seconds just to see what you got going, and I'm gonna get out of there really quick. I'm not gonna stand there very long. But if you said there was ticks up there, I don't care how interesting the model set looks. You're never gonna get me up there. Never in a million years am I going up there. You have ticks? First of all, in your house? I'm not going in your house. I'm sorry. I can't risk it. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.